Hello friends, Hannah here. Happy January. We made it to 2023. That deserves a deep breath. January is one of my favorite months. Not only because it's my birthday month, but because after what is so often a very busy holiday season, January feels like the refreshing breath in of cold winter air. It's a chance to take a moment of silence, to recenter. And today we're going to do something a little bit different on the podcast. We're going to offer you a chance to take that breath in with us and recenter. So, I invite you, as we start today, to settle into a comfortable position, seated if possible, but whatever you're doing as you listen to this is of course just fine. But if you can, sit somewhere comfortable. I often sit cross-legged, but you could put both of your feet on the floor. Feel what your muscles are doing in your body. Notice where there is tension. Invite those pieces of yourself. Maybe it's your neck muscles. Maybe it's your shoulders. Maybe it's your gut. Notice the tension and invite those pieces of you to relax. Take a deep, slow breath in and out again. Feel the tension leave you as you exhale. Find a spot in your body where you can just rest. Maybe you're one of those sorts of people who enters January with a goal or a resolution. Whether you are or not, I'm going to invite you into a tiny bit of reflection. At Wayfolk, which is the name of the crew that creates Liturgical Shenanigans, we've been thinking a lot about images that resonate with us. And one of the images we talked about that I would like to offer you today is the image of a cairn. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a pile of stones that someone might make when they're hiking or out in the wilderness or on a beach, if there are stones on the beach. And often they are things you leave behind as a mark that you were there. If it's on a hiking trail, this pile of stones might also be a sign or a guide to the people who come after you that they are indeed on the hiking trail. As I've entered the new year, this idea of a cairn has been meaningful to me. Sometimes we look back at the year that we're leaving, and sometimes we are filled with gratitude for what we've been through, for things we've accomplished, for love we've received from others. And sometimes we look back on the year that has passed and we see how hard it was or the pain we had to endure. Whatever your last year held, you had to live through it in order to get where you are now. Whether you look back on it with gratitude that it happened or gratitude that it is past, I like the image of a cairn as this invitation to say to ourselves, we're here now. We have walked the path. And we are ready to continue whatever might come. So today, as you're seated in your comfortable position, here's the question I have for you. What are the cairns from the past year for you? What are the things that have happened that you might be able to look back on as just markers along the way? Perhaps they are things that you are grateful for. Perhaps they're lessons you learned. Perhaps they're things you did that you're proud of. Perhaps they're things that you endured. Perhaps they're just significant moments. Perhaps they're tiny moments that were just the things that marked your year. But what marked your year? What stones marked the path that you walked? Don't forget to breathe as you think about this. And one more question. What are the piles of stones that you would leave as guideposts for yourself or for others who have to walk a similar path? Perhaps they're things that have grounded you. Perhaps, again, they're lessons you learned that you hope to remember in the future, or maybe you feel like you've gained some wisdom after all that you've been through this year, or last year. What are the things that you hope you remember, either as a warning or as a marker of hope? As you think about some of the cairns in your life over the past year, and turn yourself toward the unknown path ahead, I invite you to open your hands in front of you. Let them rest open. What are some things that you wish for yourself for this next year? While you think about that, receive a few wishes for you from me. In this next year, may there be days when you laugh. A deep belly laugh that takes your breath away from you and you have to go and find it again. May you laugh with all of your body at least a few times this year. This year, may you find ways to play to find the silly, to find moments of absurd joy and delight in the tiniest of things. May you find moments of beauty. May you have days where you remember your hope. May you have days when you believe that everything is possible. And may you have days when you trust that some of the work that you do will contribute to that world that you are hoping for and dreaming of. Some days this year, may you encounter good words, words that remind you who you are. May there be some days this year when the words that you speak bring life renewed into the eyes of another. May your words remind them who they are. May there be days when you are brave enough to cry, brave enough to face your sorrow and hold it gently. May there be days when you are brave enough to move forward. May there be days when you are brave enough to look back. May there be days when you recognize how far you've come. Days when you are proud of that fact. May there be days when you know what sunshine feels like on your skin, in your mouth, in your eyes. May there be days when you dance, when you sing full-throated, loudly, with abandon, whether you're in tune or not. May you eat food that nourishes your soul as well as your body. May you have clean water to drink. May you speak knowing who you are. May you do good work. May you create something beautiful. May you know that you are loved. Those are just a few of my wishes for you this year. Don't forget to add a few of your own for yourself. As we finish this moment of reflection together, please know how grateful we are for you. Thank you for taking a little bit of time today to sit and be. We'll see you in just a few weeks. Happy January.